Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming. I am the majestic Snare. This is my disembodied voice that floats across the ocean waves, sending mermaids into a sexual frenzy. Right, so before we get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody because we have just passed the 500 subscriber mark. We will maybe dip underneath that after this video, who can tell, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos, subscribing, getting involved, sending comments my way. It's just fantastic to have that engagement. I say it as almost as much as I'd make videos, but I just want to say a massive thank you for reaching this milestone, and perhaps we'll do something special to mark the occasion very soon. So just wanted to say thank you. So on to the actual video today, and that video is going to be my 300-ish hour mark of Warframe and kind of how I'm feeling. I like to do these milestone videos just try and track my progress and track my feelings, how I'm feeling about the game and what I'm getting into and stuff. So I will try and keep spoilers to a minimum, and I won't be giving things away in the story. I'll be trying to talk about those things without giving things away, so you should be safe, but just pay attention. And if you haven't played the story of Warframe, just do it. I mean, come on, just go and play it. You have to, really. Okay, so to give an idea of where I am, I've got about 340 hours in the game now. I was going to do a 200 hour, but I felt like by the time I got to 200 hours, it wasn't too much different to the kind of 150 hour. So by 300 hours, I've opened up every single planet. I've opened up all access kind of paths to areas in the game, and I've opened up a whole host of extra stuff that you experience at the start of the game that you don't know is there. So for you guys that know about focus, without giving that doesn't give too much away, focus is another element to farm as you go on later on in the game, and I've started to do that a little bit more. I've also experienced the new kind of game modes in the later planets. So there is a mode called Arena, where you are basically fighting against a 4v4 setup, and you kind of first to 25 wins. That's quite exciting, but it's kind of used just to farm a boss fight to get parts for, God, who is it now? One of the Warframes anyway, because I've only done it once, I can't remember who it was. But that's one mode. There's also the Index, where you will go and fight an AI team with a group of 4 people up again, and in that mode you're basically earning money, sort of putting money on the line to earn extra credits. So it definitely feels like at this point in the game, the credits thing is the poverty of credits has just disappeared. As I find it right now, I've got over 1 million credits, and I'm sitting pretty. I'm now farming resources to get the parts I need to build the extra frames that I want, etc. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm exploring these new modes. I've opened up the planets. I'm helping people out. I'm becoming one of those people that helps people rather than gets help, and that's kind of a nice thing. It's my way of paying it forwards in Warframe. And I think now I've got that kind of viewpoint of where Warframe has got for me. And you know, I did discuss previously about burnout. See, the best way to describe Warframe is, or the experience of Warframe, is that it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Most people, when they do a jigsaw puzzle, they'll fill in the parts around the edge and get like the straight edge lines, and then they'll start filling in the parts that are familiar in the middle, building up chunks, and then connecting them together. I think that's a great metaphor for how you play Warframe. This game, you start off understanding the basics. Okay, it's not that forthcoming, you do have to do a bit of research, but you get those straight edges. You understand how the game runs, what you're doing in the game, and the story will take you along. You start to experience and develop your knowledge about mods and weapon types and styles of play and the kind of things you want to get into. Do you want to start collecting? Do you want to start modding? Do you want to get into fashion frame? All those things start to happen as you go through the game, and that's your bits in the middle. All the tiny pieces of that jigsaw come together, and then you end up with this picture, and that picture can end up being whatever you want it to be. In another way of describing how I'm feeling about Warframe, it's like a language. You learn the basics of the language. You don't necessarily need the really posh words. You can get by with just using please and thank you and numbers. You know, you can do as much or a little as you like and still be understood by somebody. So in Warframe, you can spend that time working up your characters, or collecting all the things, or unlocking and modding and remodding and stuff like that, all the way through. But at the end of the day, you don't have to do that other stuff if you just want to jump on for 20 minutes, do a defense mission to chill out after work. Or you want to spend 10 hours going through absolutely top end, top level stuff and wasting your life away. You can do that. That's fine, but you have a choice. You can do exactly what you want. You can use what you want to get what you want. So I really do feel like Warframe is one of those few games out there that lets you do what you want to do inside the actual universe that the game is held within. And that's such a rare thing. I don't think I know of any other game that allows me to do that on such a large scale. Even things of the MMOs I've played in the past, like City of Heroes and very briefly a bit of Warcraft. Yes, I'm one of those people that briefly played Warcraft and get sucked into it. I don't know, I just feel like it's a much more accessible and easygoing game. The knowledge and understanding of Warframe might be different and might be slightly more difficult to get hold of and truly appreciate it without assistance and research, but to be honest, I really feel like it's got so much to give, and it's almost like I'm going to start becoming an evangelist for this game if I haven't already. I've already become that, haven't I? Shit. Now, although I do absolutely spew and exude love for this game, I have noticed in my 300 plus hours a couple of knobheads. Okay, there have been a few when I've been playing, but you get that in any community, but thankfully they are an absolute minority. They are not something you come into contact with on a regular basis. Once in a while there'll be somebody that comes into a group that does the wrong thing or says something stupid or is impatient, etc. And sadly, I think I've become that guy once or twice. I don't know why, but maybe I think it actually happened during playing Sanctuary for me, which I will just touch on in a second to cover my last video and a few comments from you guys on that. But I felt myself becoming slightly less tolerant of certain players when I was doing a mission for missions or a reason in the mission, and they weren't doing the same thing as me, and that's a terrible thing. I should change my outlook on that. I mean, it's a game, it's not life. I mean, it feels like Warframe is life, but it's not. Let's face it. So I feel a bit bad that was something I did. I should be more tolerant, and I definitely want to be that person that helps other players. But at the time, I just wanted to get through this mission. It was a long time inside it, and I was getting tired and bored. And they were like going around like picking up everything, and I just wanted to leave. It was that kind of thing, and I was like, "Come on!" And somebody was waiting for us or joined the squad, and they said, "Oh, sorry, I've got to go away for a couple of minutes. Can you wait for me?" And I'm like, "Why did you join why did you join the squad if you were going to leave? What are you doing?" So on the grand scale of things, it's not a big thing. Just chill, Snare. Just chill out. But it happened. I'm being honest. I was that intolerant person. I was that twat that doesn't wait for people. So I'm sorry for that person if you're watching. I will try my best not to do that again, because I don't want to be that guy. Now, my point about the Sanctuary in my last video, just having a little review of Korra and then the Beast of Sanctuary mode that came along. Now, I am aware, after comments actually pointing it out, there is a higher level version of the mode that allows you to probably get some other parts for other things and give you a bit more of a challenge, and it does let you farm focus pretty well. So I do see the point of the mode, and that's good, but I think still it feels like a mid-tier mode to a lot of people. So I know the levels ramp up to like 250 on the high levels and stuff like that. That's fine. That's fine if that's the kind of thing you want to do. But as I said, if your jigsaw puzzle doesn't look like that, then just don't put the pieces down. You know what I mean? No, I'm saying, am I right? Am I right? So after 300 hours, it's not really much talking about story, although I am going through a few of the final quests, like the Glass Gambit, which is kind of introducing you to the Index. It doesn't spoil anything talking about that. It's just a mode. If you get a chance to try it before you get there, just be aware you can lose money as well as make money, so just be careful you're up to scratch to do those missions. And I'm currently scanning stuff for, I think, Titania, which is a frame I do want to get my hands on, but it's not really going that well. I need to find a lot of stuff that only appears like once or twice per mission, so that really is a grind. But those missions are just there for you to do, and I'm sure before I have finished any of those or finished all of them off, some new story stuff will come out from Digital Extremes. So I still need to spend some time sitting down on a Friday and going through the dev stream. I really want to get involved in one of those, and maybe even win some platinum, because I believe they give away platinum on the dev streams. So stuff like that's going to be really interesting. But after about 300 hours, there is that paralysis of choice. You know, you have to work out how you want to play the game, what you want to do. And I found, like, with the small group that I play with, we each of us want different things when we play. So some of us want to do kind of farming and making credits and, you know, making bank, but other people like myself, I want to collect parts to frames. I want to start those building off. That's not even a phrase. That's not even a turn of phrase, is it? I want to start building those warframes. I want to start building my component parts and my weapons and stuff like that I've picked up, and I want to just start collecting things and ranking up my mastery rank, which I'm now which I'm now mastery rank 12. So I would say, you know, I feel like I'm a halfway point after 300 hours. So I know people that have spent about 400 hours. I saw somebody in the comments the other day. Apologies for not remembering your name, but you you got to Mastery Rank 24 on PC and Mastery Rank 13 on PS4 after 400 hours. Well done you. I'm not near that yet. I think if I wanted to be more focused on that I could be, but at the moment I'm just back collecting Warframes, and then I've got so much stuff I still need to try out, so that's exciting. So I'm still not at burnout stage yet. I think because I had a week off when I went to LA and tried those Impossible Burgers. They were really nice, but I've had that week off, so maybe that's reset my enjoyment for the game, and I can continue to just carry on playing with friends and jump on, jump off. It's so easy to do, and I can't see myself burning out just yet. There are lots of things yet to experience and try out, and it means I'll be happy for the next stage of stuff to come out from Digital Extremes. So it's an exciting time. I don't think 3 hours means that I have done everything at all. I've still got so much to play around with and learn about mods and collect other bits and pieces, and the inventory management, all that stuff does need a bit of an overhaul. I will say that after using it for so long, there are things that really annoy me about not being able to check things in certain screens when you should be able to. Inventory is a bit confusing, and to be honest, not knowing about the Arc Queen mods for about, I don't know, 150 hours was quite embarrassing when someone said, oh yeah, it's just a select mode down the bottom, and I was like, oh my god, that's why Arc Queen is so fucking hard, because I'm using a base level with no mods on it. That's silly. So there's little bits and pieces I think they could improve, but at the moment I'm still having a great time, and I thank you again for all of your support, comments and engagement on these videos. It means the world to me that I can make this stuff and you guys watch it and enjoy it. Feel free to ask me any questions about my experiences. I will do my best to get around to answering all the comments. It just is difficult sometimes when you have a full-time job to actually get that kind of success with you guys, and then suddenly realise I've got to respond to like 40 comments before you feel like you're being left alone. I don't mean that to happen, so thanks again, and I will get to your comments in good time. So if you've stumbled across my video and you're kind of thinking about getting started in Warframe and you wonder what a 300-hour position is like, well done for getting this far in the video. But I want to say to you one thing, and this is what you can say to anybody that's just about to look at starting Warframe, or is interested in starting or playing Warframe, and that is, just take it at your own pace. It's not a race. It is absolutely down to you how much, how long and how deep you go with this game, and that's the beauty of it. It's not a case of you must be the best, you must have all the things, here is 100% completion. That doesn't exist here. It's a very, I know it's Space Ninja-y, okay, and that ties in with the Zen idea, but it is incredibly Zen as a game. This whole game has a feeling that it's not the achievement at the end that's important, it's the journey on the way. It's how you play the game, what you're using, how you've refined it, how unique you've made it. It's all about you, and how many games can actually give you that immersion of this is your game, this is your Warframe. How it looks is your decision, how it acts is your decision. If you want to have a certain mod, that's up to you. If you want to have a way of playing, that's up to you. How many games do that for you? How many? I can't think of any other game I've experienced that's given me that much freedom. So if you're thinking about getting involved in Warframe, good on you. You won't look back, in my opinion anyway. If you want high level stuff to really challenge you as a gamer, I think this game still has it, but you just have to work up to that level. You can't just jump in and just try your luck. You've got to get there and sort of earn your right to play against those higher levels. That's fine. It's just making sure you don't get swamped and get like put off by it's too hard. But just give it time, give it your attention, and you will enjoy it. I've gone from thinking it's an okay like third-person shooter, what's the big deal, to absolutely adoring it. And everybody that I've come into contact with who started playing hasn't been able to put it down. So I don't know how many more of these milestone videos I can do. Maybe I'll do a 400, maybe I'll do a 500, just to give you a nice story of my experiences. But quite frankly, I've got nothing but good things to say about the game. Even the bad things kind of get washed over by the good. The trouble we had with the Sanctuary mode and the bugs there, yeah, that's annoying, but it's not making me turn away from the game because there's all that other stuff to do. So just bear that in mind and you'll be having a great time if you're going to start Warframe. Good luck to you. Hit me up on Warframe. Come join the clan. Be awesome. And it's a done deal, isn't it? So guys, that's all from me. I hope I've been some insightful kind of viewpoint on Warframe. It is difficult to come up with a difference between 200 hours or 150 hours and 300 hours. It's just been more of the same primarily. But thanks for sticking with the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your attention. I mean, there's so many other videos you can watch on YouTube. There's like 500 million years uploaded every minute or something. So thanks for choosing my little face that you can't see and listening to my voice, which is quite frankly beautiful. and talking about Warframe. So thank you for that. Don't forget we have videos out every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do feel the need to share and tell everybody how amazing my voice is talking about Warframe, then please do. That does help out the channel a great deal. I'd love to have you with us as part of the family. So as I said, we've hit 500 subscribers, so it's kind of a milestone for us here at Overbite Gaming. So we'll be doing something about that very soon. Guys, you have been fantastic so far. I don't know what next week's video is going to be about, but we will have some kind of Let's Play out on Saturday. But next week I'll be talking about Warframe, of course, and I think I'm going to start doing maybe a frame review, maybe my thoughts on Ember, because it's the one I've used the most. But guys, thank you for watching. You are amazing. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, love you. Bye bye.